This is the map that I wanted to go to. I had took a little break so I could make sure I have the right map on the screen. Because we're looking at two different maps. Now, this is actually the sea rise level map that I have to show the estimated sea rise after the climate change, what the sea level is going to be. Like I always say, the eastern United States, we're in the most trouble. We're in the most shithole. We're in the most shit, right? Let's see. We're trying to get close to the location of where the earthquakes occurred. The two earthquakes, the 2.3 and the 4.0. And I'm going to show the people of Madison, Ohio, and anybody that live in that area that they need to get the fuck out right now, if they can. If they can move right now, they're supposed to leave right now. You see, it's all in the red. Where I used to stay at, my house was all in the red. That's why I left, because my house was in the red. Let's see. Yeah, it's right there where the water's gonna crest at, where it's earthquaking. So it's gonna flood the Grand River over. See, there's Madison. Oh my goodness, the earthquake's occurring right where the water's gonna be. Anybody that live in this area needs to just move, man. Just let it go. Cause it's gonna get wet. There's the Grand River. It floods over in the end. Right. Obviously. We're gonna go to the exact area where those earthquakes occurred. Those earthquakes occurred along this ridge right here, around the Grand River. Right here near South Madison, Ohio. This is where those two earthquakes occurred. About right here. Yeah, it's only 879 feet. It's definitely going to be flooded there in that area. The 4.0 occurred about right here in this area. So it's pretty woodsy and a lot of trees in that area, but it's earthquaking right there extremely bad. Let me make sure I get the exact coordinates. Let's go in a little closer. Because we're looking at what's going to occur after the new magic fault line moves. This is what it's going to do to this whole entire area. And the earthquakes are there to warn you that you need to get the hell out of Dodge. Yeah, this whole area is going to be underwater. There's all the little rivers and creeks. They're all going to flood over. And it's earthquaking. It's almost 1,000 feet. It's close to 1,000 feet. And it's earthquaking right there between this ridge right here. This is where it's earthquaking at. This is what it looks like, where it's earthquaking at, where the swarm at right now. So this whole river is moving. That's what it's doing. It's moving right here. And don't be surprised if you get a little bit of flooding after this earthquake in this area. If you get a little bit of flooding with that water moving and everything. So you ride through this area on Interstate 90, you're taking a chance. You're definitely putting your ass on the line. The earthquakes are going to get more powerful there each and every day. In this area right here, they're going to get more and more powerful. And I'm warning you people, you need to leave. Do not stick around. Do not listen to what nobody else got to say. If you got a mortgage on your house, you need to sell your house right now and you need to get the fuck out of there. If you got a lease on the apartment in this area, you need to just terminate the lease and you need to get the fuck out. You can run south though. It's a little bit of high ground south, but it's really not going to help you heading south. You already know it's only one place you can go to when you running from here at this point, and you only can head east. to the Appalachians. That's where it's going to be safe. And I'm advising people now, like myself, you need to find you a spot in the Appalachians where it's not going to flood. Simple as that. Where it's not going to flood. And in my case, I'm just going to make sure there's not too many prejudiced people around me when it's flooding. Because I can't have no prejudiced people around me and there's a natural disaster, and then these people get to act crazy and they turn back to 1860 on us, or 59 or whatever. You know, you got to worry about that stuff too. I mean, this is real critical. Big 4.0, big 4.0. And I know they felt it up there tonight. I know they felt it out there. They felt it. They felt it somewhere out there. The shaking, the rumbling, it's got, I'm pretty sure it's probably no damage because there's really nothing around this area. Let's see. Cedar Brook. This way you need to go if you want to go check out where this volcano, I mean, not volcano, but where this earthquake is actually taking place at, where this swarm is actually taking place at. It's along the ridge of the Grand River. And yeah, it's basically nothing. There's nothing out there. It's probably basically woods and trees. And you got a firearms academy that's close to there, and it's a bunch of campgrounds. So it probably some people camping through there tonight, and they felt the earthquake and they reported it. And I hate when they downgrade. Why do they downgrade the earthquakes? Just leave the earthquakes at whatever percentage or whatever point they're supposed to be, so we can know exactly how powerful the earthquakes are, so we can be able to prepare as a community. That's what we need to know. I don't like it. I mean, basically, yeah, that's what we need to know. I don't like it when they downgrade the earthquakes. That's what I'm trying to say. When they downgrade the earthquakes, that's sending, to me, that's sending a mixed message on how powerful the earthquake actually is. Earthquakes don't need to be downgraded, period. If it's a 4.0, it's a 4.0. If it's a 5.0, it's a 5.0. The downgrading stuff, I still don't understand it. You got to go back to the USGS handbook for that in order to figure that out. But I'm just going to call it a 4.0. I call it as I see it. It's a swarm. And this whole area is swarming. As a matter of fact, we could take the whole area. It's swarming around where these earthquakes are taking place. Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, they're swarming all at once. Let's see. This whole area, Geneva, is under, it's probably a little bit more over towards Geneva, but it's in this little ridge right here between Harpersfield and Harpersfield and what's this, Payne Falls Park. This is where it's earthquaking at. This is where the swarm is going on at right now. That lava probably creating a seduction zone in this area. That's why it's earthquaking. That's why it's swarming.
Hey, where did everybody go? They did to you, Franny. Not me. I just rudely walked away as you were talking. You did? When did you?
Okay, that's the one spot. We're gonna highlight all the spots where it's where the swarms are at. I know where another one it did it right here. And this exact spot near Buffalo. It just earthquaked there. And it's all lined up. All these earthquakes are lined up with each other. That's the scary part, right? It's another one. Let me look if I could think of where they all swarmed at. Because I already seen the USGS chart. And I need to show it again. That's what I need to do. I need to show it again to show where the whole entire swarm zone is at on the USGS chart. Let's see, the USGS chart. Let's see if I could get it on. I want to go back, but I might lose. The problem is I might lose it using this computer. I'm just gonna pinpoint the locations using my phone, and I'm just going to transfer the information to the climate change, to the flood map. Basically, this is the flood map. Let's see. Let's go back in. Right, that's the biggest earthquake right now in the whole entire world. Right now is the Madison, Ohio earthquake. It's the most powerful earthquake right now, of course. Let's see if I get this 30-day swarm up so I can highlight where it's swarming at in these areas. Should be able to. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I'm going to highlight where it's swarming at, where New Magic fault lines lined up. We got another earthquake near Syracuse too. Let's see. No, Rochester. Where's Rochester? It's right on Lake Ontario. It earthquaked in Rochester. It's become something sick and perverted. Let's see, Rochester. Hey, you're the boss. There's Buffalo here. Syracuse. So where's Rochester? There it is. I see it. The damn the earthquake sign. I mean the highlight I got covering up where the earthquake, and the earthquake right on Lake Erie in this spot. That's where the earthquake at. Okay. And then we got another earthquake that's like right. It's earthquaking on all the water spots. That's what it's doing. Wherever coastline there or something, wherever some water at, it's earthquaking. Let's see, what is the other spot? It's another one right here in upstate New York. Right now, it's another one. It's a 1.0, but it's still that's a little aftershock from the swarm though. Was it at 43.156 north? I'm trying to pinpoint the exact location where it's earthquaking, so we can be able to see it on the map. Which route is this? Earthquake right off Route 34. So where's Route 34? Let's see. So highlighted Route 34. Man, the whole area gonna be underwater. That sucks. People need to just go ahead and relocate and quit playing around with this stuff. Okay, I found the other location. I found it with a 1.0 at. It's about about right here near looks like an earthquake near Cato, New York. So we're gonna put it right there. Yeah, it's a swamp right there. So you definitely don't want to be right there doing a New Magic event. These are all bad spots where people are at, where they need to relocate. These are all bad spots that I'm showing you for the New Magic event. These spots are terrible places to be. And if you live in any of these spots, you need to relocate right the fuck now. I'm telling you. You need to get the fuck out of these spots. I know I got 4 spots on here already highlighted. Looks like from this area, from the earthquake swarm. I'm not done. There's more spots. We got 2 more spots in Canada across, and look, it's like the earthquake's like in a little triangle. The force, there's 2 of them right here, in between Kingston and Belleville. We got 2, and it's earthquaking off. It's earthquaking. All of earthquakes are in the water because that's where the damn lava is. It's right there. It's in your face. Like I've said in my other videos. Let's see. Let's see. It's in between Belleville and Kingston. So it's here. Tamworth There's two earthquakes that popped up here in the same area. Okay, we just got an update with a 4.5 in Bangladesh, which y'all already know that side of the world has already moved. We're waiting for this side of the world to move. We're the last continent that haven't moved on the continental shelf. And the only way it's going to move is that we have the big 9.0. That's the only way. The big 9.0 that's going to come out of Missouri. These are all earthquakes. Wherever I'm highlighting that's where it earthquake in the past 30 days in all these different spots, including Ohio. This is the whole entire earthquake swarm that I'm talking about. That's around Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Oh, it's one. Did I get that one? I think I got that one already. Yeah, I did. I got that one already. Right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 earthquakes, 9 earthquakes, you might say, in the last 30 days in this area. It's time to prepare. It's just basically time to prepare. We got another Southern Ohio earthquake, which is kind of lined up with the Madison. Matter of fact, it's exactly lined up with the Madison one. It's showing you where the flow of lava is going. This is the flow of lava that I'm talking about that seeps under Ohio and it's escaping off into the St. Lawrence Channel. And where this earthquake took place at, let's see. Raiden, Ohio, 2.4. So let's go in. We got the coordinates at 38 degrees north, 80 degrees, 83 degrees west. Right? Basically in this area where it's red, I'm pretty sure that's where the earthquake took place at. I'm getting closer. Let's see. Northwest of Portsmouth. Right, that's where the volcano at. It's earthquake where the volcano is at. It's earthquake close to where the volcano is at, because the lava is filling up in the volcano. Let's get closer on this map. Yes. I knew it. That earthquake, that volcano down there, the mountain about to get active. It's about to be an active volcano. Look, let me go all the way. There's Portsmouth and there's Pebbles. Yup, there's Portsmouth and there's Pebbles. And the earthquake right near the General Electric Airport. Let's go in. Let's see if we can find a General Electric Airport. Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, boom. Yeah, it's water, it's a river running through the town. And it earthquaked here. This is where exactly earthquaked at, here in this area. At 1,119 feet. So it's definitely gonna be some landslide in this area too. This the third earthquake in Ohio in the last 30 days. So you almost getting an earthquake every 10 days, every 5 to 10 days in Ohio. We're on the average right now. We're getting earthquakes every 10 days. Yeah. Yeah. And this, I bet you, it's lined up with the earthquakes. That's north of here, though. That's not a spot I was trying to highlight. It's lined up with these other earthquakes. I know it is. It was a perfect 45-degree angle to let you know something is going wrong. And this earthquake all the way down south, you might as well say, all the way down there, where most of the trouble gonna be at. Okay, we got a full map. Yeah, it's like on a 45-degree angle with this earthquake. They all lined up with each other. And it's all earthquakes wherever the water is at. Wherever the water is at, that's where it's earthquaking. It's like you know it's something wrong. It's earthquaking. Wherever it's water at, that's where it's earthquaking. That's letting you know there is something wrong. And you people, we need to prepare. You got big earthquake swarm in between the northern state of New York and northeast Ohio. We got middle point for more earthquakes. We see there's going to be more earthquakes. Going to be earthquaking all the way from Erie. It looks like it's going to be another earthquake that's going to hit in this area in between Erie and Buffalo, and it's going to be a 4.0 or bigger. They're going to try and downgrade it, and it's going to be a 4. Every earthquake that's going to hit now in that area up there is going to be a 4.0 or bigger. And then the lava going back and forth because it's another piece of rock or something that's making the lava bounce back and forth. So once it slushing whatever type of earth wobble that we're going through, we're experiencing some type of earth wobbling at the moment. So that's what it's doing, and the lava is bouncing back and forth under the state of Ohio, in between Lake Erie and Canada. That's why you had them Canadian fires, because the lava is popping up out of the ground up there. Literally in the woods when it's earthquaking. When it earthquakes, the earthquakes that people don't report, like those little 1.0s and stuff, that's when that gives the lava that chance to come up out of that ground. That ground is soft. So when it comes up out of the ground, it sets the trees on fire. Now you have a big ass forest fire because you got lava coming up out of the ground. Humans are not doing this shit, okay? Nobody got time to be going around setting trees on fire and shit. Alright? This shit is not by accident. The lava is popping up literally out of the ground and it's setting them trees on fire. That's what it's doing. That's what it's doing. And that's what I'm seeing according to this earthquake swarm. Like, this is really, really, really huge. I told the people in Madison and Geneva, y'all need to get up out of there. Like I said, if you live in a red area, you need to move. Period. Anywhere in these red areas that you see on this map, you need to get the fuck on. Go find somewhere to go, some high ground. Because it's not going to be pretty. And the people in Madison, Ohio, or south of that area, they about to find out real soon that this damn fault line get ready to break. Oh, man. I said, it ain't going to be too many places for the people in the east to go to. So if you got somewhere to go, you better get there now before it's too late. And I feel sorry for all the people hanging out in this area. This is a whole nother cataclysmic of facts and information that I have to put together for this area. There's so many people in this area, and they're going to be surrounded by a whole lot of water in the end. And they're going to have to deal with a whole lot of water. So if you live in any of these areas, I advise you to, like I said, there's plenty of high ground. You need to find some high ground. West Virginia, Pennsylvania, upstate New York. There's a little bit of high ground left. Down here in Tennessee, you might have a couple places in Kentucky you can run to. But it ain't gonna be too many places once that fault line move. That fault line move and that water get to moving, it's gonna be too late. So don't wait till you hear about a 9.0 earthquake in Missouri or a 9.0 earthquake somewhere in Ohio or something. It's gonna be too late. You want to move? You got to move now. And I'm showing you that. The earthquakes is showing you that you need to run. And if you feel like you ain't got nowhere to go, and this is your home, and you're going to stay regardless, you're going to fight it out. If you're going to fight it out, you better get a boat. You definitely going to have a houseboat in the end. I mean, this has really got my attention. The 4.0, big 4.0 earthquake got my attention on here, right?